afternoon and many thanks for joining us at this time. You're watching News Analysis live on Politics and Business TV. The top stories. President Bola Tinubu departs Abuja for Dakar, Senegal today to attend the inauguration of Senegal's President-elect Bassirou Faye. Federal government says it is addressing the root cause of the challenges in the power sector with the aim of finding a lasting solution. Members of the Traditional Council of Chiefs, Ewu-Urhobo in Delta State, demand immediate release of detained monarch of Ewu Kingdom, Clement Ikolo. Details coming up shortly. Welcome back from that break. I am Omo FAP Sosemara. Now let's begin with the President Bola Tinubu, who departs Abuja today for Dakar, Senegal to attend the inauguration of Senegal's President-elect Bassirou Faye. This was revealed in a statement signed by the President's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelale. Also, the President's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, in a post on X, formerly Twitter, said the inauguration of the 44-year-old president will take place at the Diamniadio Exhibition Center. President Tinubu, who is the chairman of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, is reportedly visiting the country for the first time since assuming office on the invitation of the Senegalese government. The president, who is expected to join other regional leaders to witness the inauguration, will be accompanied on the trip by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tugar, and other senior government officials. The federal government has announced that the new price of natural gas for power generation companies is now $2.42 per metric million British thermal unit, higher than the previous rate of 2.18 metric million British thermal unit. According to media reports, the new domestic base price and wholesale prices of natural gas for 2024 was unveiled in an announcement signed by the chief executive of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Farouk Ahmed. The NMDPRA also pegged the cost of commercial gas at $2.92 a metric million British thermal unit, up from the previous cost of $2.5 per metric million British thermal unit. While Nigeria generates over 70% of its electricity from thermal power plants that are fired by gas, there are indications that the rise in the cost of the commodity may lead to a hike in the tariff payable by power consumers once the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission carries out another tariff review. So other matters are still on the same issue. The federal government says it is addressing the root causes or cause of the challenges in the power sector with the aim of finding a lasting solution. Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu said this while addressing newsmen after a meeting with some All Progressives Congress APC stakeholders at the Oyo State Secretariat of the party in Oke-Ado, Ibadan. Adebayo, who said the President Tinubu was determined to change the narrative in the power sector, urged Nigerians to exercise patience with the Tinubu administration, saying the temporary gains or pains will soon turn gains. On the issue of metering gaps in the country, the minister said President Tinubu had set up a presidential metering initiative, PMI, and committed a seed capital of about 75 billion naira to ensure that at least 2 million meters are installed in the next 5 years. Adebayo expressed optimism that the initiative would harmonize all other mass metering programs under one umbrella and ensure that the project takes off immediately. Right, you're watching News Analysis live on Politics and Business TV. Still to come, 37-member tripartite committee on minimum wage set up by the federal government to reconvene mid-April to continue further negotiations and consultations on the new minimum wage, which is expected to be announced by President Bola Tinubu on May the 1st, 2024. We'll bring you details of this and other stories in a moment. Do join us again. Welcome back from that break. You are watching News Analysis live on Politics and Business TV. Now, the 37-member tripartite committee on minimum wage set up by the federal government is built to reconvene mid-April to continue further negotiations and consultations on the new minimum wage, which is expected to be announced by President Bola Tinubu on May the 1st, 2024. This was disclosed by the National Treasurer of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Hakeem Ambali. Ambali, who is also a member of the tripartite committee, noted that the committee members are still collating and analyzing the report received from the zonal public hearings. The committee had received the report of zonal public hearings held across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country between Wednesday, March the 27th and Thursday, March 28, 2024. During the public hearings, the Southwest Zone suggested 794,000 naira. The Northeast proposed 560,000 naira as minimum wage. Northwest proposed 485,000 naira. The North Central proposed 709,000 naira. South demanded 850,000 naira, while the Southeast demanded 540,000 naira. The minimum wage is to be unveiled is expected to cushion the effect of the removal of subsidy on premium motor spirit. Members of the Traditional Council of Chiefs, Ewu-Urhobo in Delta State, have called for the immediate release of the detained monarch of Ewu Kingdom, Clement Ikolo. They said the monarch was not connected to the communal crisis that led to the recent killing of 17 military personnel in the Opama community in the Ogele local government area of the state. The council expressed shock about the arrest while stating that the monarch had been working to resolve the crisis that led to the tragedy since his ascension. Ikolo is one of the 8 persons declared wanted by the defense headquarters in connection to the killing. The monarch, who immediately turned himself into the Delta State Police Command, has been handed over to the military. Now, after months of silence on political activities at the state and national level, and also losing out of the ministerial appointment, a former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, seems to be making a comeback, but this time with a truckload of controversies. First, from recent meetings with leaders of Social Democratic Party, SDP, which fueled speculations that the former governor is planning to dump the APC, while also Nasir El-Rufai reportedly paid a visit to ex-military head of state Yakubu Gowon at his residence in Abuja on Tuesday last week. While the visit is amid speculations of dumping the APC, it will be recorded that the National Secretary of the Social Democratic Party, Dr. Olu Agunloye, had earlier dismissed the speculations. Nasir El-Rufai, with regards to the visit of Nasir El-Rufai to the Abuja National Secretariat of the party, where he said it was not political. But in another development, there are fears that a cold war exists between Nasir El-Rufai and his successor, Governor Uba Sani of Kaduna State. This is against the backdrop of an alarm raised by Governor Sani in his presentation at a town hall meeting in the Northwest State over the debt burden he inherited from the last administration, which he put at $587 million, 85 billion naira, and 115 contractual liabilities. Sani, however, said the situation had not stopped his administration from meeting its contractual obligations. Now, displeased by this revelation, son of a former Kaduna State governor, who is Bashir El-Rufai, reportedly attacked the governor Sani via a tweet on X, formerly Twitter, saying that the governor was only trying to cover his administration's incompetence. Now, while these events have elicited views and counter views, a public affairs analyst will be joining us later to get sense of what the real issues are and as to whether or not the governor of Kaduna State, Governor Uba Sani, if he is truly incompetent, just like the son of the former governor Nasir El-Rufai has claimed. But all of this will be coming up much later, right here on Politics and Business TV. But that's it for news analysis for now. Thank you so much for watching. I am on one for Peace or Samara. Good afternoon.